healthy, what has to be different next year than what happened this year?
I think we got to all be on the same page. I think that's the biggest key. And then, a winning culture. Got to establish a winning culture. If not, to allow history to repeat itself.
Was there a disconnect at times as far as what coach might have wanted and the players sticking to the system and what they were doing?
I think there probably was some disconnect. There probably was some misunderstanding. A lot of that, happens throughout the course of a season. And sometimes you're able to kind of. I think the key is when you start off right. Normally in an NBA season it's long. You have your bumps in the road, but then you're able to come back to what what kind of brought you success. And we never got to that point. We found ourselves behind the 8 ball, and then late in the season you're kind of just scrambling, and that's not a position that you want to be in.
How much did you feel like your injury? I mean, you obviously watched them for those 20 games.
Yeah.
The defense wasn't great during that stretch.
Yeah.
How much do you feel like that threw the team off track once you got hurt?
I think it threw the team off, definitely. But I think you can make up for that kind of stuff, and I don't think we did, and that's what forced us behind.
What do you think the team needs for next year? I mean, what would you like to see happen for this?
I think a lot around here is made about personnel and this and that, and I don't think that's it. I personally think that you have to bring the winning culture around here, and until that's established, you can rotate players as much as you want. It's not gonna make a difference.
I think that Phil Jackson, when you talk about winning culture, he's the best person to
absolutely. I don't think you can find a better guy than him. He has a lot more credentials than myself or anybody else can. I had the opportunity to experience that once, and he had the opportunity, 13 times? I don't think it gets better than that. I expect him to kind of start that tradition.
How different is his advice? I think we know the impact he can have on players as a coach, but when he's an executive and not necessarily there in your faces every day, how different is that, and is it still as beneficial?
I think you're going to be established. We've all seen what Pat Riley has been able to do in Miami, not being a coach, being upstairs. So I think if you're a winner, you're a winner, and especially if you're at a top position, it's going to kind of bleed down into the others, and that's the only thing I hope is that those kind of changes start being made around here.
Is it possible for the team to implement all these changes with Mike as the coach?
I feel like it can. I think, like I say, I feel like everybody has to go back and look in the mirror. So whatever players are here, whatever coaches are here, that needs to be done. I'm not in a position to say who stays and who goes, but whoever is going to be here next year needs to understand what happened this year and not allow it to repeat itself.
Did Phil ask you for your input on these
No.
observations, or it was mostly them talking?
Yeah, no, I don't even want to. That's something I don't want to be involved with. I'm a player, and I just want to grow as a player and understand how I can help my teammates in that facet. As far as management stuff, I'm not at that point in my career yet.